Hello everyone, this is me, Bandana. I'm taking this initiative as a talk show named as Inside Out, where people gonna come and share their experiences related to mental health in different phases of their life. So yeah, today we have first ever guest of us, Vaishali. She's gonna talk about mind at work as in mental health in corporate life. So yeah, she is working in corporate sector since 5 years now. She will be sharing her experiences with it. So yes, Vaishali, how are you? How you being lately?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you. So let's just start with some warm up. As in, I'll share some questions with you, and you need to answer with the emoji in there, right? Works.
Yeah,
So yeah, how you feeling your work life balance now?
it's good. It's good.
Nice, we can see that coming. So you can use your emoji to explain your mental health, your mental well-being in this late week, last week. That okay, makes sense. So
Because
can
there
you
was
just
an event which has happened.
sorry?
So that is the reason why it was good. So there was an event which happened in the company. So that is the reason why it was good.
That's so good. So can you brief us with that?
So the event was Dan Utsav. This is something which a company do for
Okay.
like orphanage. Like they collect the money and send all the money to the orphanage. So I performed in that event. So that is why I was happy.
So it will be like some festive week, might be.
Yeah, yeah, obviously. Durga Puja.
Uh-huh, makes sense. So yeah, what's a emoji you will say how you will be handling like you are handling your stress
Mm-hmm.
recently. What's the emoji.
Mm,
So it's complicated kind of. Makes sense. So last and all, how is your right now mood? Like how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling full
That's
festive.
nice. So yeah, let's just start and can you please share some experiences of your corporate sector life, work life with us?
So I started my corporate life in the year 2020 in the month of January. I did my graduation in 2019, and then post which I joined the company which I'm working in, that is British Telecom. So I joined there as an apprenticeship. So there's this program which happens in all the corporate sectors where they take in freshers. There's a contract which is there. So I joined that way. So post which, if they like my work, they'll select me as a full-time employee. So after 15 months, they did. So I became the full-time employee as a billing associate, where I did 3 years. I was a billing associate. I used to work on a lot of contracts then post which I got promoted as a contract management analyst. So it's been 2 years I have been working in the same domain, the same designation. So the work basically which I do is related to contract. It is handling the complete life cycle of the contract. So this is what I do in an overall view.
It might be stressing for you, like after, like I guess you devote more than an 8 hour to it.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I do. Like, we have a 9 hour of shift in which 8 hours we work and 1 hour is the break time which we get. But then again, the work life balance which our company has. So, it is not necessary that we have to sit down for 8 hours and work. It depends on our work, how we handle it, and how much earlier, if we can complete it, we can take our breaks. So, there's no, I would monitoring of time. So I have seen many companies have those, which becomes a bit difficult, I believe, for an employee. Like if they have given a fixed time for breaks and everything, but in my company we do have that benefit. So
That's so good. Like apart. So, what do you think? Is there any other sector also that affect work life of a people apart from work pressure?
So there's this competition which is going on, and I like, obviously, because of financials, the people have the luxury which they want, so they are running in a rat race. So everyone wants a promotion in a year, so they are running in a way. So it becomes, at one point in time, it becomes very difficult for them to cope up with everyone, because not everyone has the same career growth, or I would say career graph. So I believe people should take their own time, and rather than running towards it, they should focus on the to gain the knowledge. So that is what I believe.
Thank you for putting out there, like, apart from monetary way, it's more important to focus on the knowledge and the experience you gain. So it's nice. Like, is it like how you balancing your life and like personal life and the professional ones?
So it was difficult in the beginning, because I joined as a fresher, so it was very difficult. I used to work in a team of three, and it happened in COVID. An incident happened, like because of COVID, one of my colleagues' laptop got breakdown. So because of that, I have to take up that part of her work as well, and the other person which was there, he moved to a different role, so I was working for the both of them, so it became a bit difficult for me. It was stressful as well. But then the main, what I did wrong there was I didn't highlighted this to my manager, and I took the pressure. I don't, because I was new to the corporate world, so I was not aware that I can go ahead and say or ask help from someone. So this is what every employee do in the beginning. I've seen people, they do this. They come as a fresher, they don't know whom to ask things, they don't know where to go, so it becomes stressful there. So I did, it took me a while to realize this, but then I went to my manager and asked help from him. Definitely he provided me the resources which was required, so then it became easier that way. Like office is something we spend the most of our time, like it is almost 10 to 11 hours, so we need to have someone to share. Or I'm not saying that everyone gets friends in office. It is difficult, obviously, to find a good person or someone with whom you can share things about. But then fortunately I have got a few with whom I can share my personal and professional experience, or if I am in any messy situation, they do help me out. So it is easier for me that way. But again, saying that, it took me 5 years to reach where I am, so it
Yeah,
is not an easy task.
yeah,
It does
definitely,
take time.
definitely. As we heard this story of a girl who attempt and suicide, so it's like having toxic environment is also a thing. The way you were the lucky one, you said, having nice people around you. Can you put more emphasis on this, if possible?
The EY thing which happened, obviously it is very unfortunate, the whatsoever which has happened. But I believe, like, we should put a, like, there should be a thin line between our personal and professional life. If we get confused, like if we mix up both the things, then it becomes very difficult for any individual, to sustain in a corporate environment. So
So, Vishali, would you like to throw some light on the environment as an work-life environment of corporate sector?
so the work life environment of corporate sector, see, it is a bit toxic, I would say. I'm not denying the fact that it is not. It becomes toxic in whenever it comes to promotion. Like I said, I have a support system, but then again, saying that, when it comes, we all are competitors, we all want growth, we all are craving for it. But there is a time when the both me and my friend, we both are going for the same promotion. So at that point in time, I have to have my own stand there, and not, it's not like, yeah, I'll not support him or he will not support me, or vice versa. But then again, clashes do happens between friends as well in a corporate world, because there is competition there as well. But then at that point in time, I have to take a stand for myself, because the knowledge which I have is something which can help me for a promotion, and then the knowledge which or she has, that can help him or her for the promotion. So this is something which is inevitable, it cannot be changed. So at some point in time, we have to go through from that as well. Because when I got promoted, obviously, the I did face a bit issue in getting like new friends. So there's a thing which
Makes
happens
sense.
in every corporate world where you get promotion. The other person's obviously, this is the human nature. This is the nature. They will get a bit jealous. But then again, I have to keep my head straight up and live with it. I'm not saying that the company which she might have worked doesn't have the counseling sessions. Obviously, like my company, they do have counseling session, and I believe all the corporate companies they have these kind of laws where they bring the counseling sessions or the peer-to-peer movements. There are many things. There are the like in my company, there's a mandatory survey which happens every month for mental well-being. So this is what I believe every company has. But the main thing is it is a big taboo now. Even now it is a big taboo that people don't want to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm not mentally well. It become like, I don't know why this is a big taboo still. We are in a very, we are in 21st century. Come on, people can go ahead and say things. People can go ahead and ask for help. There is so much of exposure they can do in this physiological thing as well, but they don't feel like, because of the environment we have, people will talk this and that. But I believe people should think about themselves, their mental health, rather than thinking about what other will think of it.
Definitely, thank you for putting this out. Like people having this kind of mindset, they don't even approach counselors, even they have their in their around, like in their environment. As in, you have said that organization is having counseling sessions, but people don't appear, right? As in, you mentioned that you have this counseling session in your organization. Can you put
Mhm.
some light on that itself?
Like it 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 was a mail it has been circulated to all the employees of BT that these are the counseling sessions, these are the time when the counselors will be available. So this is the thing which an email has been shared, and with that, in our morning hurdles, every company has that. It's a morning meeting which happens. So in our morning meeting, also the managers or the SMEs, they do keep this topic up and say that these are the things, if anyone needs any help, they can go ahead and ask for it. So this is, I believe, this is something.
आ गया
Huh?
आ गया
क्या
ऑनलाइन
आगे? So this is something I believe people should go ahead, and obviously there is a panel session in our company which provides sessions. There are professional which come for visit, the professional psychologist. So these are the things which every company has. So it is important for people individual to take, like they should not forget their individuality. That is what I believe. Individuality, like getting so much of pressure of work and just thinking कि चलो मेरे को काम ही करना है, काम ही करना है, काम ही करना है, लाइफ तो बाद में भी चला लूंगी, लाइफ तो बाद में भी जी लूंगी. दैट इज नॉट माई थिंग. आई बिलीव चलो काम भी कर लेते हैं, साथ में एंजॉय भी कर लेते हैं, बिकॉज एंजॉयमेंट ही नहीं होगी लाइफ में तो आई डोंट बिलीव कि लोग, मतलब सही से विथ दैट इन माइंड कि एकदम फोकस होके काम कर पाएंगे. दिस इज हाउ आई डू, कि मेरे को वो चाहिए मेरे लाइफ में. देयर शुड बी अ बिट ऑफ अ फन, देयर शुड बी सम पीपल whom I can go and talk to. Definitely if it comes to work, I'll definitely give my focus there, but saying that ऑफिस में ये सारी चीजें होनी भी बहुत जरूरी है.
I think it took you like 5 years to come here. I guess you have learned how to balance your life with work as well. So yeah, and even you said about the mood board.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah.
please share about that? Even I guess that's very interesting and every organization should have it. Yeah.
So Moodometer is something which our company, like which our team has. It is kind of a reaction thing where we put like if we are sad, happy, angry, grumpy, not well. So these are the emoticons which are kept there, and we choose कि चलो ठीक है आज मेरा मूड बहुत अच्छा है, सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. आई एम नॉट वेल, तो ऐसे करके मूडोमीटर के बहुत सारे इमोटिकॉन्स है. सो वी चूज इट. उससे ना इट बिकम्स इजियर ये पता करने के लिए. लाइक देयर वाज अ गर्ल फ्रॉम माय टीम, वन डे शी सेड दैट शी इज नॉट, शी इज सैड. सो हमने पूछा उनसे कि क्या हुआ है, शी सेड दैट उनके पापा का आज डेथ एनिवर्सरी है। सो नाउ वी नो हाउ टू अप्रोच हर। सो
Hmm.
ये सारी चीजें होनी भी जरूरी है ताकि हमें पता हो कि सामने वाला बंदा इस पॉइंट इन टाइम पे वो माइंडसेट में नहीं है कि हम लोग उनसे जाके कुछ भी मजाक या कुछ भी बोल सके। तो दिस इज समथिंग आई बिलीव एवरी कंपनी शुड हैव।
Definitely, even I agree. Actually, this will help a colleague to communicate more better. And knowing person's headspace is more important to approach, and it make easier for a person to interact. Definitely. So let's just conclude our conversation in this time. And can you please give some advice to our listeners who are listening to you to help them to balance this work life and personal life?
आई बिलीव लाइक वर्क इज समथिंग आप कंपनी चेंज कर सकते हो, ठीक है, बट देन आपकी मेंटल हेल्थ अगर एक बार डिस्टर्ब हो गई उसको ठीक करना इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट। सो बी इट यू बी इन एनी कंपनी, द फर्स्ट थिंग विच कम्स टू यू इज योर मेंटल हेल्थ। यू शुड ऑलवेज प्रायोरिटाइज योर मेंटल हेल्थ अबव ऑल। दिस इज व्हाट आई बिलीव। तो अगर बाकी लोगों को मेरे को कोई एडवाइस देना है तो यही देना है, काम होते रहेगा, काम चलते रहेगा, जो भी होगा, बट देन फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटाइज योरसेल्फ। सो दैट इज व्हाट।
Thank you so much. Like people need to understand where to put themselves first because they are
Obviously,
losing that mindset and pushing themselves very hard every day without even acknowledging themselves. So yeah, they need to understand this too. So thank you so much for being here and sharing your
thank you for
experience with
having
us.
me.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.